Hello there, it is me again, Gareth. Yes, it's me, Gareth, and I am an English vapor. Now today's video is going to be a very simple one. It is a DIY tutorial for beginners. Now this is for people that have never really made juice before. I'm going to tell you what you need, what chemicals you need, PG, VG. I'll go through all that with you. I'll tell you what syringes you need. I do the system that I use milliliters, drops and syringes. You can do. You can also weigh it as well with grams, which is drops. But I do it with milliliters. It's a lot easier for me anyway, because I haven't got any scales. So yes, it's going to be one concentrate flavour. So it's very simple, just to get your first rung on the ladder, so you can get started and you can get a bit more adventurous. So this will at least give you something to vape on whilst you're trying new things. So what we'll do is we'll go down to the table and I'll show you what kit I've got, what kit you'll need to make this recipe, and we'll go from there. Right then, here we are at the table. Okay, let's get started. First ingredient you're going to need is vegetable glycerin. Now, I've bought a large, this is a 2 litre bottle of vegetable glycerin, and I got this from eBay. So this is VG, this is what everyone, when you hear people say VG, PG mixture, this is mainly VG. This is what they're talking about, vegetable glycerin. Okay, this is the thick, gloopy stuff. I don't know if you can see it. Doesn't move very well, it does. But this is thick and gloopy, like treacle really. So, this is what gives you your vapour. This is the cloud chaser's preference. So when you get 90% VG, this is where all your clouds come from. I do a 70-30 blend. Now, this is why I do a 70-30 blend. This is propylene glycol or monopropylene glycol. Now, this is the 30% that I spoke of. This is what carries your flavour and the throat hit. So the more of this that you have, the more throat hit you will get, and it carries a lot more flavour with it. But with a 70-30, so you've got 70% VG, 30% propylene glycol. So with the 70-30, you're getting a lot of flavour, a lot of clouds. Now, both these bottles have come from eBay. As you can see the names there. Type them into eBay. Or the websites there also on the screen, if you can see that. This one is all, no, yeah, sorry, both from eBay, So let's go off this. So this is PG, propylene glycol, VG, vegetable glycerin. So let's move those out of the way. Now, what I have here is the exact same thing in 100ml bottles. So this is a lot easier for me to work with the syringes. So I've put them into smaller bottles. This is the VG, the thick stuff. This is the PG. Sorry about that, my cat has escaped and got into the kitchen. Anyway, we shall push through. PG, VG, VG, PG. They're what you need, just in smaller bottles. Now, what I also use, this is a 20ml syringe. I just have two markings on 10ml and 20ml because I bought cheap syringes and the actual markings have rubbed off. But, so you need 20ml. This is a 10ml. This is going to be for your flavours if you have a lot of flavours in it. We're not really going to use it that much, but this is for your PG based stuff. This is going to be for your VG because that's what you're going to have a lot of, and this one's going to be for the PG, which is your flavourings and obviously your propylene glycol as well. Because the flavours that you get, or that I get especially, are in small bottles like this, and they are PG. This is propylene glycol based. So, third syringe is a 1ml syringe. This is what I use for my nicotine. I'm only on 1mg nicotine now, so I don't need much. I have like 0.2%, which is very difficult to do in that one, obviously. So, then you'll need your bottle, your lid, and your squidgy bit for your lid. Last but not least is the nicotine. Now, my nicotine is a VG. So this is vegetable glycerin. This is a thick, gloopy one. It is 72mg in strength, or 7.2% in strength. And this, again, I purchased from eBay, but you can also get it from diamondmist.co.uk, I think. Yep, diamondmist.co.uk. It's about £9.99. Now let me go through the prices for you. I didn't say that, did I? This 1 litre bottle of propylene glycol cost me £5.50. The 2 litre bottle of VG cost £9.95. So for £15, you've got 3 litres as your base. So that's for £15, a good premium brand of e-juice for 30 mils will cost you £15. Cost you £15 for 3 litres. So this is why people mix their own. Let's start the mixing procedure. So first what we need is your vegetable glycerin. So let's take your vegetable glycerin first. Now you take your, like I say, your large syringe. We'll grab the bottle which I've put over there, which is this one. We'll use this one. So, bottle, first syringe, VG, vegetable glycerin. Now, I have a recipe somewhere. Right, sorry about that. I had to find the right measurements. Now, I'm getting my measurements obviously from a piece of paper down by the side of me, but at the end of this video, I will show you the app, the calculator app, that I use to get this percentages and how I know how many mils to put in this and that and how much flavour to put in, how much vegetable glycerin. So what I'll do is I will show you at the very end of this video, so keep watching. Right, here we are then. Let's begin mixing. So get your bottle, this is a 50ml bottle, but you do this, I'm only going to do 20 mils just for the purpose of this video, and I'm actually doing a brand new flavour that I've not tried yet. So I don't want to make too much of it, just in case it isn't very good. So, first of all we're going to need the 20ml syringe. Now I've took out the centrepiece. We're going to need, of this, we're going to need 13.7 mils of the vegetable glycerin. This is your thick stuff. I always put this in first. So, you'll have all your markings down the side on the 20ml. I know exactly where mine are because I've done this so many times, but you'll have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, all the way up to 20. So what you want to do is you want to just literally pour in for this, just for your base flavour, just for your 20 mils of one flavour. Now you can choose a flavour of your own that you want to try just to get started. So like I said, this is a very beginner video. So, 13.7 mils. So I'm literally going to pour this into here. Pour it into here. Look. I don't know for a fact that's about 13.7 we'll put that at. So there, it's inside there. I've got my finger on the bottom. I've just put my finger over the edge there so it doesn't obviously come out the bottom. Then transfer it to the bottle. And because this is thick, this won't just pour out on its own. You have to force it down. So that is the vegetable glycerin stage done. That's why, like I say, this is why the smaller bottles are handy for this. Now, the next ingredient is the propylene glycol. Now, this is the thinner stuff. Like I say, this is what carries your flavour. But because we're doing a 70-30 mix, we only need 4.4 mils of the PG. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a smaller syringe here, because we can do this. This is my 10ml syringe here. So we take the lid off, simple as that. Exactly the same process. We're going to put 4.4 mils in. This is a lot obviously thinner. This is like water. 4.4 on the nose. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. But then you transfer it, slide it across. Same principle again. Squeeze it in. Now, the very last one I do, well, for the base that is the nicotine. Now, people wear gloves for the nicotine, but I actually have no intention of getting this on my fingers to start with. Now, for the nicotine, I need 1.39 mils for 0.2. No, sorry, that's 1.39%. I need a 0.2 mils. So literally, it's just that. If I just push that up there, okay. That's what the great thing about these bottles that you get from the Diamond Mist is that you can just pop the syringe top on. So it's all leak proof. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't spill. And it's just, obviously, as you know, this is quite toxic if you get it on your skin, especially this 72 strength. So again, you can wear gloves. Obviously, I recommend wearing gloves, but I've been doing this for that long. I do not get it on my hands. So I'm not sure if you can see there on the camera, but that's literally all I need is 2 mils there to pop in here. So that's that there. That is now in. And we'll pop that to one side in my bowl on the side here. Right, so this is now the base. Oh, shake that up. So this is literally, that's the boring bit done, as it were. So what we'll do now is we'll add the flavour. So we've got your nicotine in, we've got your PG in, and we've got your vegetable glycerin again. This is the base that's finished now. So I'm going to move on to a flavour. Now the flavour that I've got that I haven't tried yet, and I do want to try, is Flavour West's Cucumber Mint. Now this I got from vapordepot.com. Now the website that I use this for, that I bought these from, is fantastic. For 10 mils of concentrate, it costs £1.90 for this Flavour West stuff. Now there's quite a few other brands that they do. I mean, you go onto the website, check it out yourself. Like I say, vapordepot.com. I mean, I don't get paid for this. This is just me learning as I went along. I've been making my own juice for about 6 months. I'm just trying to help you guys. I don't get paid, I don't get sent any more, I don't get sent juice, I don't get sent free anything. Hence why I go for the cheaper stuff, the cheaper option. So what I'm going to try and do is get through. Like I say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what you can use as a single flavour. So let me just grab my cat 1 second. This is not very professional. Sorry about that. I am back. So base is done. Now, yes, Flavour West, vapordepot.com. Now they'll have all these different brands. They'll have Flavour West, I think they've got Vapor Depot, they've got their own brand of stuff as well. And they've got Flavour Apprentice, Capella, they've got all sorts, all ranging from different prices, 10ml bottles, 30ml bottles, so definitely check them out. Like I say, I don't get paid for this, this is just to help you guys out that's learning, and you don't want to spend too much in case you go through a process, you spill it, maybe. I've spilled no end of them in the past. So, £1.90, 10 mils. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to put 8% flavouring in this. 8% is going to be 1.6 millilitres. Now this, like I say, this is cucumber mint. I've never tried this. Now what I like to do is I like to make a little bit of room. So 8%, you could put 10% in, you can put 5% in, and you can work your way up. Now I'm going to put 8 in, just as a rough guesstimate. So I can always add to it. I mean, if you're first beginner and you're not sure about the flavour, which I'm not with this, but I've got a little bit of experience with the flavours, but put 5% in. Like I say, I'll show you the app at the end of the video. So I'm going to put 1.6 mils in. So I'm going to take this syringe, exactly the same process. This is the PG syringe I've been using. So what we'll do is we'll put in 1.6 mil, which is exactly there. Same process again. We'll pop that down there. And that is it. That is your flavour made. Well, that smells lovely. You know at the Indian restaurants, you know you get that cucumbery mint, yeah, the sauce, the dip that cools everything down. You have it with poppadoms and stuff like that. It smells exactly like that. So now give it a good shake. Now some, like I say, if you're a beginner, some do need steeping. Now if you're not sure what steeping is, it means it needs time to rest, time to settle. Some people put it in the bath for a couple of hours, a hot bath for a couple of hours, or a cup. They boil it on the pan. They put it in the microwave for 10 seconds. I mean, that does thins out the VG when you heat it up, so it makes it more durable and more agile, if you like, a lot thinner, so it mixes easier. But the best way to steep, probably not with this one, we're going to vape this one straight away, but with your cookies and your desserts and your creams and your biscuits and, you know, your fudges and your chocolates, they need to... They do need to steep. They can take sometimes up to 2 weeks in a dark cupboard. Just put them in the back of a cupboard for 2 weeks. Bring them back out again, and then they're good to go. Because some of the flavours, they taste very chemically until they've actually blended in and done their thing and mixed together and bonded together. But this one, because it's a mint and a fruit, well, cucumber, vegetable is it? Fruit. This one should be straight away good to actually vape on. So what we'll do, let me go through it one more time. Propylene Glycol, vegetable glycerin, large scales, 2 litres and a 1 litre. Now you don't have to go that far. Like I say, when I first started, this is where I got these bottles from. I got 100 ml of VG and 100 ml of PG. That's the best way to start. I think I paid £2 for each of them. So it cost me £4, and then you start to just to get to know. I mean, this is quite a lot. For £4 you get a lot. Obviously, especially with the larger ones, you do get a lot for your money with those. So, propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin. This is your most expensive thing. Your nicotine is going to be your most expensive, which is, like I say, this is £9.99 for a 100 ml bottle. Again, eBay or diamondmist.co.uk. That's where I got this from, as well as the others, like I say, from eBay. So, vapordepot.com. I'll put a link, or I'll try and put a link in the bottom of the description, so you can just go straight to the website. So like I say, you'll see a large list of flavours. Go through it. You'll enjoy picking out the flavours yourself. We've got so many flavours there, and they only cost £1.90 if you go with the 10 mils. Like I say, the prices do vary with different brands. So yes, vapordepot.com for your flavours. Just give them a try. You might find a better one out there. You might find a better website out there. But I've been doing this for about 6 months, and this is just what I prefer with it. Like I say, I'm new to Flavour West flavours. But speaking of the flavours, what I have done, cinnamon roll. This is literally, it's cinnamony. It's quite sweet. If you added a little bit of biscuit to this, or a bit of graham cracker, this would taste just like the cinnamon grahams you used to get. Cinnamon graham cereal, that's what it tastes. It's very close to it already, but this one, you can, if you like your cinnamon, it's not too spicy, it's not too much, it's nice and sweet as well. That, instead of the cucumber that I've just put in, just put 8 mils of that, 8% of that in, or 5%. That's what I'm going to do now. This is what I'm going to show you. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. I'm so excited. Candy watermelon, also sweets. All sweet stuff works on its own. This is Orange Dream Bar. Now this is like a vanilla orange, like a orange popsicle, orange ice cream. This is all, again, Flavour West, all from the same website. These do work on their own as an individual actual recipe. Now let's put the lid back on this. So, shake. Like I say, this is 8%. The process that I normally do, I'm going to tell you everything that I do. The process that I normally do is I'll put, say, for yourselves, 8, 5, 6%, whichever. If you smell it and it smells very strong, just put 5% in. But what we can do is, because we only put 8%, we've got a bit of wiggle room in here. So we can now put it into my tank, sorry, and we will vape on this. If it's not strong enough, I'll add a little bit more. I'll change the recipe a little bit. If it's too strong, I know for next time that, you know, I'm not going to put that much in. I'll write it down in a book somewhere. I've got a book somewhere that I write it all down in, but I'll also show you the app at the end of this video. So that is 1 concentrate, 1 flavour, and easiest thing in the world, really. It doesn't take much. You pay a lot of money for your juices. And like I say, £15, 3 litres, £1.90. If you're doing it at 8%, like I said, that was 1.6 mil. Okay, so if we do a bit of quick math, you get 10 mil in there. So you'll probably get 5, maybe 6 servings out of it. So that's 120 mils of this cucumber mint, or 120 mils, depending on, you know, your watermelon flavours, or your orange dream, stuff like that. I mean, this is a little one here. This is one of my older ones. This is sweet cream. Now you can't just vape that on its own. That's an ingredient to go with, like, your custards and things like that. Along with this, sorry, I have a this cookie butter here. You see, that is also an additive. That just, you add that to, like, strawberries and custard and cheesecake base to give it more of a buttery taste. Same as the cream, it just rounds it off and gives it a little bit of sweet cream, like a cream on top of the cheesecake. But like I say, when you get into it a little bit more, you can go into those yourself. You can go online, you can look at recipes, and you can try and dabble. The next video I'm going to do is going to be about 3. I'll do two or three flavourings in one. I've got a nice cookie dough one that I want to share with you guys. So this is the one. What we'll do is I'll stop jabbering. I made it about 5 minutes ago. So let me just stop jabbering. We'll go back up to face cam, and we'll give this one a vape, and I'll see what we think. Here we are. I'm not sure about the lighting, but anyway, here we go. This is, just filled her up. My Q-boy, this is the crown tank. I've just filled her up. I'm just going to pull her through now. Tell you what, 8%, it's about right. Now, I'm not getting much cucumber, unfortunately. I was looking forward to the cucumber. Excuse me. I was looking forward to the cucumber, but I can't really taste cucumber. It tastes a lot more like just spearmint, like a Ridley's spearmint chewing gum, which is nice. It's refreshing. It's not a bad flavour. 8% is about right. I mean, you could drop it down 1% and see if the cucumber comes out. Probably not. You could put it up to 10%. But then the peppermint, sorry, the spearminty flavour, the mint flavour of it might be too strong then. It's just a case of, it's your own preference. So it really is up to you. I mean, this is just a very basic guide for you guys out there that want to just get started. You've got your PG, your VG, you've got your nicotine, that's your base. Then as soon as you've got those in the large bottles that I showed you earlier on the table, you can go mad with your flavours. Pick your flavours wisely. Like I say, if you just want to do something simple and as you're getting into it, just buy a couple of flavours that work on their own. But if you can, buy a couple of flavours that work on their own but might also work together. Then you can start mixing and trying little different variations. Now the trick is, what you want to do really is with this is, I know for a fact that this is quite a nice strength now at 8%. Now, again, if you want to try it at about 5, it might dull the tones just a little bit. But as soon as you know what sort of taste you're after, which is, like I said, this for me is 8%, which is spot on for me. It's only 8%, it's not much, 1.6 mils. Because I know now at 8% this is pretty much where I want it, I can then start adding other things to it. I mean, you can buy a cucumber concentrate. So I might even get some cucumber concentrate and add a little bit more to it myself. Maybe just 1, maybe 2%. Which would be probably about 8 drops, maybe 4 drops in it, just because the concentrates are very strong. But yeah, I mean, see how you get on. I mean, I hope this video has helped. Like I say, this is spearmint. It's not unpleasant. It's not unpleasant. Hopefully, when I've smoked it a bit more, this is a new coil I've just put in here, and I've just, whilst you were off camera, I was off camera. It's been sitting in there for about 20 minutes, so it might need a few more draws through. Maybe the rest of the juice, just a little bit of juice I've put in there to bring the cucumber through. So I'm unsure. You never know. I mean, when you first put your juice in here, and if it tastes a little bit chemically or it doesn't taste quite right, that's when you need to steep it, leave it for a few days. Especially your desserts, your yogurts and stuff like that, your milks, milkshakes, they will need time, at least a week, steeping in a dark cupboard somewhere. But for your fruits, like I say, your mints, they should be ready to go. I mean, this might be better tomorrow, I'm not sure, probably not. But it's nice, for what it's cost me. This is 20 mils of fluid, it's probably cost me 40p to make it. I've used 1.6 mil. Which is about a 15th of £1.90, so a tenth would be 19p. Then about 40, probably 50p for 20 mils, and it tastes like spearmint chewing gum. So you can't really go wrong for the price that you're paying. Absolutely superb. Again, this is why everyone actually mixes their own nowadays, because it's so much cheaper. Anyway. If you like the video and you want to tune in for more, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. It's down in the corner somewhere. I know I'll put it there somewhere. But please hit the subscribe button, and you can keep up to date then with more flavours. I'll try and put at least 1, maybe 2 flavours on a week, and I'll naturally progress. So this was the starter, just to get you going. Just put 1 flavour in it. You make your own. You can vape it now. You can go and buy some from Vapor Depot, wherever you want. If you know someone that knows someone else that's got a great website. Like I say, I don't get paid to sell flavours. I don't get anything free sent to me. But Vapor Depot is good for me, and I've bought a lot of products from them in the past, and they've always been a couple of days in the post and they're here. But again, 1 flavour, spearmint, great, 40p for 20 mils. So the next video I do, I might put 2. I think I'll put 2 ingredients in, maybe 3, because like I say, I've got a nice cookie dough one. It's fudgy, creamy, rich. It's my all-day vape at the moment. So, thanks very much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you like what you've seen and you want to see more videos. I'm more than happy to put more on. I enjoy this when my cats aren't running around as they are now. So, thanks very much, and I'll see you again.